An online academy is giving students across Georgia more flexibility and more options. In the Georgia Cyber Academy, all 14,000 students can follow live classes or watch them later. It's a virtual public school, so there's no tuition. Naomi Blanks is the #1 ranked 10-year-old tennis player in the state, and she told us the flexible classes helps with her athletic lifestyle.
You can just take classes without the struggle of trying to fit in and trying to get somewhere on time.
Blanks says she spends about 6 to 7 hours each day on classwork. Emory University will soon become part of Atlanta. Now, a push is underway to make the area part of the Atlanta public school system instead of DeKalb. In a letter, the district superintendent indicated she wants the city council to allow the school system to expand as the city expands. She says she's looking forward to a resolution allowing APS boundaries to grow. The annexation is set to take place this fall. Deputies in Rockdale County want you to see this video. It shows the men they say broke into a house and pistol whipped the people inside. A surveillance camera captured the two inside of the home on Ogden Court, scaling the stairs with guns drawn last Saturday morning. Neighbors say they'll be more alert.
Boys being 2 doors down from us when we have a lot of kids in the house, and it's just a scary thing to think about.
Police say if you see someone suspicious, they are willing to come out to check your property. Take a look at the mess crews are clearing on Lake Lanier, the work to remove piles of junk in the water since the 1996 Olympic Games. And loved ones are preparing to say goodbye to a teenager killed in an accidental shooting. The support for his family as investigators work to piece together what happened. A live look outside on this Sunday, September 3rd. This is looking south from Midtown toward downtown Atlanta, where it's going to be packed with visitors for various events today. And boy, does it feel good out there this morning with cooler temperatures and lower humidity. Your forecast is straight ahead on Channel 2 Action News Sunday AM.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News Sunday AM. Coverage you can count on.
Hello, and thanks for joining us on this Labor Day holiday weekend. I'm Sophia Choi, along with meteorologist Brian Monahan. And Brian, nice weather for outdoor events, huh?
It is going to be perfect this afternoon. Low humidity, lots of sunshine across North Georgia. As we step outside over the airport, here's what it looks like now. We've got a mainly clear sky looking live at Stone Mountain. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures. Right now we're at 72 degrees. Humidity, that is dropping. That's going to be low for this afternoon. And outside a few fair weather clouds, it is going to be picture perfect today for the middle day of your holiday weekend. 55 now Blairsville. Some 60s though through Calhoun and Rome. Now 70 degrees in Athens. We're at 73 down in Griffin. And here's the wide view of Storm Tracker 2 HD radar. Dry as can be across most of the southeast. By 12 o'clock, we'll be in the low 70s in the mountains, approaching 80 degrees in metro Atlanta. We'll top out in the middle 80s today. So just about where we should be for this time of year. Average high 86. We'll get to about 85 degrees for a high later on this afternoon. 81 Blairsville, 84 Gainesville. Looking at mid-80s, Atlanta, Griffin, down toward LaGrange at 87. I think a couple of more areas could get close to, if not above 90 degrees. Tomorrow, I'm going to update our Labor Day Monday forecast highs for you coming up. We'll also take a look ahead at an increasing chance of rain. We do have a strong cold front coming in for the middle part of the week. I'm going to update the timeline on that, what that means for a big drop in temperatures later this week. That's all coming up in the full forecast 15 minutes away.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Brian. Police are still investigating the death of a Marietta teenager shot and killed 1 week ago this morning. Family and friends held a vigil for the young victim, who will be laid to rest today. Channel 2 Steve Gelbach reports from Marietta Police Headquarters. The teen's family wants answers.
Still not certain this was an accidental shooting like police initially called it, but they've been overwhelmed by the support and love they felt in this last week. About 100 people gathered for a vigil at the house on Wilson Circle in Marietta Saturday night, where behind this door, 17-year-old Miles Saunders was accidentally shot, according to police.
I'm just overwhelmed at the outpouring of love that people have for my son.
Father Frederick Saunders thanked friends, former classmates from Marietta High, and those Miles touched.
My son never met a stranger. He was always happy, willing to help.
Miles' little sister told us how she'll remember her big brother.
He knew what was best for me, and he always wanted the best for me.
The investigation into the shooting death is still active, and so far no one's facing any charges. Detectives have spoken to a possible witness they were trying to identify after someone saw these photos released earlier this week. The victim's family still has questions. Saunders' grandmother spoke at the vigil.
We don't know what or why, but God is and always will be keeping his promise. We love you, Mom.
Saunders' funeral is later today, and family, friends are raising money for those expenses. To help out, we put details on WSBTV.com. You can click on links mentioned on Channel 2. In Marietta, Steve Gelbach, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
New this morning, Philadelphia police say they have found the body of a missing Temple University student, and they will charge a former student. Authorities say 22-year-old Jenna Burley was last seen near Temple's campus on Thursday. Investigators arrested Joshua Hupperters. Police found Burley's body on property owned by Hupperters' grandmother. We're hearing from the 15-year-old who witnessed a man shoot and kill his father. Channel 2's Chris Jose reports police arrested one person, but the accused shooter is on the run.
Every night, I think about it every night. Just can't get it out of my head.
Tyler Gayton has a tough time talking about his father's murder. He told me his dad, Dennis Gayton, was shot at point-blank range, thinking two stranded men needed a ride.
You took our pride and joy, everything I looked up to at that time.
These are pictures of the two men police say are responsible for Gayton's murder. The accomplice, Tadrick Osborne, is charged with felony murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault. He was already locked up at the Hall County Jail on unrelated charges. Marquise Studevant is on the run. He's the man who allegedly pulled the trigger.
That's what you are, is a monster to me. It's a cold-blooded monster.
Joni Gayton told me she keeps her husband's ashes close by.
That's all I have left of my husband.
She was on the phone with him when the shooting happened.
We want to be able to set him free, but until then, we have to have his killer off the street.
Until then, a widow and her son are relying on faith and the police.
You can't run and hide forever. He'll get caught one day.
Chris Jose, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
Both men have long criminal records. Police told us Studevant is considered armed and dangerous. The family of a motorcyclist is asking for $30 million after a portion of I-20 buckled, leaving him paralyzed. This is video after the incident on the interstate in April. The family of Kwame Howard filed a lawsuit against Atlanta Gaslight and PKS Paving. The lawsuit says crews were performing a procedure that wasn't approved by GDOT. Investigators say Howard was thrown into the air when that road buckled. This curtain, now hanging in a Fayette County City Hall, is sparking controversy. Residents in Tyrone are at odds over what to do about a 20-year-old mural that includes a Confederate flag. Channel 2's Barrett Peterson reports some are now accusing leaders of hiding history.
A few steps down from Tyrone Town Hall, there's a graveyard. Many of those laid to rest here were Confederate soldiers.
The children today are only being taught from a certain point forward. I think they still need to understand what our ancestors went through.
But local business owner Lisa Lytle believes some want to hide that history.
This wasn't a political thing. In my mind, this was doing the right thing.
State Representative Derek Jackson recently took issue with this old mural inside the Tyrone Council chamber that includes a rebel soldier carrying a rebel flag. So council members agreed to cover it up for the time being.
We will listen to everybody's input. We want to hear from everyone who has an interest in this. And the key is that we make sure that this is not used by anybody as a political weapon.
But Lisa Lytle's convinced that's exactly what will happen. She's afraid if the mural goes, the graveyard may be next.
Hiding something that's been a monument or tearing down something that's been a monument that has to do with history and what we were taught in my day, I feel is the wrong thing to do, is teaching hatred.
Barrett Peterson, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
The next Tyrone Town Council meeting is Thursday. The mayor says it might be a packed house. And now let's take another look at the roads this morning. Jackie Lee is watching for delays live in the traffic center. Jackie.
Good morning. Trouble clearing in Marietta 75 southbound near Delk Road right now. Later, of course, traffic will increase with events downtown. A crash clearing after the downtown connector 85 northbound before Buford Highway out of 2 right lanes. Now, let's get a look at live traffic tracker 285 at the 1014th Street exit. Now a speed limit ride. I'm Jackie Lee.
Even more changes are coming to the neighborhood surrounding what was Turner Field. A look at the potential billion-dollar changes around the new GSU football stadium. And a woman says water from Hurricane Harvey started filling her home in less than 30 minutes.
We started throwing the kids one by one on the roof.
That's only the beginning of her journey to the metro area. The images she says she will never forget. Plus, set up and killed. Police believe suspects used a dating app to lure a man. Words from the victim's family, who's now waiting for justice.